What is going on, guys? So before we get into the Valorant Mobile news, like I mentioned, usually when I make PC videos, I am not a PC gamer, so I apologize for the bad gameplay you're about to see. But anyway, we have some new Valorant info for you guys here today, specifically Valorant Mobile, of course. And the last time we talked about Valorant Mobile, we talked about how they were looking for some new hires. They were hiring for some new positions at the company, specifically for optimization of the current build of the game. And we talked a little bit about how that was really good news because it meant that they had a working build, and it meant that they were now looking for specific team members to actually help them optimize the game, which could potentially mean that they were getting close to starting a testing phase, whether it be alpha or beta or wherever it may be. Since that video, I also made a community post talking about how a Valorant pro team actually tweeted out an image that was very interesting. If you missed that community post, basically this Valorant pro team specifically was like, show us your iPhone home screen or something like that, and they showed theirs, and they actually had a Valorant mobile app in theirs. So that was really interesting to see because this is the first time that we've ever really spotted the Valorant mobile app out in the wild. So it also confirms that Riot does have a working build currently, and they do have at least some of the Valorant pro teams over on PC and stuff testing out the game. More likely than not, they're testing it out to give them feedback on what works and what doesn't work and things like that. So those are the two biggest things that we had in Valorant mobile news in the last couple of months. Now we have some more news. They are hiring for a bunch of new positions over at the Santa Monica studio. So we're going to go ahead and look at some of the job postings that they went ahead and posted. That way we can talk a little bit about them and what exactly they might mean. So we have 5 new job postings that Riot Games went ahead and posted. They're looking for specifically a senior game designer for mobile, a researcher for mobile, a senior software engineer, staff software engineer, and a senior UX designer. So they're looking for a bunch of positions to be filled over at their studio here in Los Angeles, California. And all of this is pertaining to Valorant. This is not for any of their other games. As you guys can see, all of them mention Valorant Mobile in the specific job posting. Now, one of those job postings that I want to highlight is that researcher position that they went ahead and mentioned. I know for a fact that Riot Games does do in-person playtest here in Los Angeles, California. I know this because I've been a part of them in the past when I was a little bit younger. And so I know that they do frequently do in-game playtest where you basically go, you sign an NDA, you can't really talk about what you're actually testing, but you go and you test some upcoming project that they have in the works. I know that they do this for a fact, so I have a feeling that that researcher position is pertaining to the playtest thing. I think that more likely than not, they're getting ready to playtest in person if they haven't already done so, and they're looking for someone to lead that team, that researcher position that they went ahead and posted. That way they can go ahead and get the data that they need from in-person playtests. I'm not saying that 100% that's what the researcher position is, but if I had to guess based from previous experience and participating in playtests with other companies myself, then that's what this probably is. And then the other 4 job postings were pretty general. They're looking for engineers. They're looking for someone to work on the UI and stuff. That's usually what we see in these specific scenarios when we look at job postings and stuff listed. But I wanted to highlight that researcher position because that was the only one that really stood out to me, because it wasn't listed as an engineering field. It was listed as an insight field. And then on top of that, from my personal experience, like I already mentioned, it sounds like more likely than not, it's due to something related to playtesting or something related to player feedback. Now, if I had to guess when we will be getting the game or when we'll be able to test it in alpha or beta or something like that, honestly, I don't have any idea. I thought it would have came by the end of this year, but obviously it doesn't look like that's going to happen. So I think that more likely than not, we can probably expect something in the first 3 to 4 months of 2022. I think we might see a closed beta or a closed alpha or something similar to that. And I think that more likely than not, we will probably have the game by summer of 2021. It's just really hard to tell because we don't have too much in-game information about Valorant Mobile at the moment. We've seen some supposed leaks when it comes to the UI. We've seen some supposed leaks when it comes to gameplay in the shooting range, but we haven't really seen anything official. We don't have like an official trailer. We don't have anything like that. So I don't think it's too far-fetched to say that in the next few months we might see some more information and stuff. But unless Riot Games does like a surprise, here's the game, it's available now thing, then I think more likely than not it's going to be at least a few months until we actually see more about the game. But whenever there is some new information, whether it be leaks or official info, I will definitely be posting it here on the channel. So if you're interested in keeping up with that, make sure you guys go ahead and subscribe. But anyway, that's going to be it for this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you guys think that researcher position is for down in the comments below. I'm very interested in hearing your guys' thoughts as to what you think they're hiring for that specific position. But anyway, with all of that being said, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you in the next one.